Creating a sound that has more than 2 sounds layered and split is actually very easy inside the Juno-DS. First off, we need to press the performance button. Now let's cursor up. And now let's select User. Initialize performance. From this initialize performance, it allows us to layer up to 16 different patches, layer or split and layer, whatever we want to do inside the Juno-DS. Let's begin by pressing Menu. And now we're going to press Enter for Edit. And we're going to press Edit one more time for Performance Edit. As you can see in this screen, I can see all 16 MIDI parts that are available to me inside the Juno-DS. So let's go back up to part 1. Let's begin by learning how to layer 3 different patches. The 3 patches I'm going to use are electric piano, a voice pad, and strings. We'll choose Pure EP, press Enter. Now let's go to the second part. Now I'm going to find a vocal pad. I'll choose Morning Star. Now let's cursor to part 3. And now I'll choose a string. Now that we have these 3 patches selected, let's learn how to layer them onto the keyboard. So now I'm going to cursor up and highlight patch. Now that I've highlighted patch, I'm going to cursor to the right and highlight the keyboard tab. Now that I'm in the keyboard tab, let's cursor down and turn them on in the keyboard. Keyboard says off, just use my dial wheel and flip it to on. 1, 2, 3. So obviously we have some issues with volumes. We want to have the electric piano be loudest, and then the Morning Star be second loudest, and then the string the least loud, just for a little foundation. So now that I've turned them on in the key bed, I'm going to cursor back up and highlight the keyboard tab. And now I'm going to cursor to the left and go to level. Now that I'm in the level tab, I'm going to cursor down and I'm going to go to part 3, cursor over to level, and I'm going to take it all the way to 0. Cursor up to part 2, take it to 0. So now all I should be able to hear is my electric piano. Now I'm going to cursor down to part 2, the Morning Star, and bring it up slowly until I get the balance that I want. There we go, let's give it a listen. Now let's cursor down to part 3 and bring up the volume of the string. Cursor down. Now let's give it a listen. Now if you check out my settings, you'll notice that the electric piano is the most dominant, and I have that at a volume of 100. The next one is the Morning Star, number 2, and I have that at a volume of 50. And then last but not least is the strings, and I have that as a volume of 20. The reason I did that is I wanted the string to just kind of subtly be there, just for a little bit of foundation to back up what the voice was doing. But I didn't want to forget that the electric piano is the dominant sound in this layer. So if I wanted to continue and build even a bigger layer, I could do that. I have up to 16 parts I can do, and but this is good for now.